Welcome to the Serious Sarcasm podcast. My name is Jay DeRozier. Everything you hear is purely my opinion and absolutely not gospel truth. If you do find yourself getting a little bit too worked up over what I say, feel free to take your opinion and, well, you know where. Now that we got that straightened out, sit back, relax, and you might want to get yourself some popcorn because it's going to be a long one. Enjoy the show, yo.
Yo, what's up? What's up? It's your boy Jay DeRozier. Welcome to another episode of the Serious Sarcasm podcast. Before we kick off anything, I got to start this episode by saying happy birthday to my mother. Love you, mommy. Now that I got that out the way, let's also give a shout out and an introduction to none other than the eye in the sky, the voice of God, the podcast Dr. Phil, y'all.
You let your mom watch this show?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
Yeah. I'm dead serious, bro. She seen the Demi Lovato thing, and she kind of also saw the Sarah J thing too. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's apologize to your mom.
Yeah. I'm sorry, mommy. I know I'm not. Am I the favorite? I probably am the favorite because I'm the baby. Because you know what I'm saying. I'm Himothy, Duncan. You know what I'm saying. Anyways, yo, Phil. We got a jam-packed show today, bro.
Really?
Yeah. It's gonna be a terrible transition after saying the word jam-packed, but let's talk about Diddy.
Oh no.
Yo, I'm gonna give you guys some quick updates on Diddy before I really go into a bit of a rant. If you guys didn't know, Diddy got accused by 120 more victims out of Texas. Exactly 60 men, 60 women, believe it or not. And the lawyer representing, the lawyer representing this lawsuit is Tony Busby. If you guys don't know who Tony Busby is, he's also the lawyer who represented the victims who sued Travis Scott over the Astroworld tragedy. He also is the lawyer that represented all those women who were suing Deshaun Watson in Houston, if you guys don't remember. Oh. So he has a knack of getting these type of these accusers in lawsuits, which is kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Jesus.
it's kind of crazy. But in total, with the 120 accusers plus I think the 14 in New York and LA plus Cassie, and if you want to go even way back to Aubrey O'Day from Danity Kane, Diddy's looking at like almost 150 people who's accused them of something crazy like this, bro. And I know we always got the term like where there's smoke, there's fire. And I already kicked Diddy's back in. I already told you how I feel about the situation, from the rumors that you've heard from the 90s to the early 2000s, 2010s to now what's going on, and everything is coming full circle. I still think Diddy's a piece of shit. And the reason I think Diddy's a piece of shit, I mean, I already told y'all how I felt about Cassie's lawsuit versus what she described in the lawsuit compared to what happened in the actual video, which was word for word what she said in the lawsuit. That right there already gave Diddy like the stamp of a piece of shit for me. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna let you guys make your own opinions. However, the reason I want to bring up Diddy in this one, man, is because I want to talk about his lawyer. Even though I mentioned the other lawyer, I want to mention his lawyer. I don't know if you guys seen this, Phil. Did you see this? His lawyer was on TMZ.
Yeah, I watched that, and it was terrible.
That man said, he probably buys it in bulk. He probably bought it from Costco. Y'all did not see that Costco actually made a statement saying they don't even sell baby oil?
Like, keep us far away from him.
Costco even said, we don't sell baby oil, so keep that cock hungry dude away from us. Don't put that shit on us.
Hold on, before we even continue, what do you need 1,000 bottles of baby oil for? Honestly,
I'm gonna be real with you, Phil. There's OnlyFans models that I know don't even use 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Yeah, it's like a giant bottle. It's like the giant bottle of cocoa butter we've all had since 1997.
It's just, it makes no sense to have that much baby oil. Well, it's baby oil and lube. I know lube was in there too, but still, it's like, that's a lot of slipperiness. Pause. You gonna leave it the awkward silence?
Mm-hmm.
You gonna leave me hanging on that one? Pause.
Mm-hmm.
But besides his lawyer just being an idiot and trying to justify Diddy having 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube, Phil, I want to send my condolences to the victims and the accusers and everybody who feel like they've been harmed from Bad Boy as a record label staff and mother effing crew. And just channel this energy over to none other than Jaguar Wright.
Oh.
Phil, do you know who Jaguar Wright is?
Yes, man.
You know who Jaguar Wright is? Before
No.
all of this extra stuff.
No.
So Jaguar Wright was a singer, popular songwriter and backup singer also as well. And if you guys didn't know, she also sang the vocals on one of Jay-Z's biggest records, Heart of the City, which is one of my favorite Jay-Z records ever. If you guys didn't know, Jaguar Wright made an appearance on Piers Morgan's show. Piers Morgan, if you guys don't know, is a TV host out of the UK. He's very famous for being curved by Meghan Markle, if you guys didn't know. And he's had a out for her ever since that day. But anyways, Jaguar Wright made an appearance on Piers Morgan's show. And I want to show a tape of her show, but I can't do it.
Yeah, we can't.
I'm just gonna paraphrase basically what she said. Instead of talking about Diddy and hip hop, which kind of pisses me off that anytime we get into these mainstream media outlets and they need to speak about hip hop, it's always something negative, Phil. It's never about the fact that hip hop is now officially the #1 genre in the world. It's never about our subgenres reaching other cultures, whether it be that UK drill, whether it be now South Africans are rapping and becoming popular. I'm not gonna bring Afrobeats into this because Afrobeats is a different animal in its own. But instead of all the good things that hip hop is doing, all the good things hip hop has done, anytime we get to these mainstream media outlets, they don't vet the people that they're bringing on to talk about our hip hop artists or our hip hop icons or people who even come from our culture. They don't bring them, they don't vet them. They don't ever check out if the story is real. They don't ever corroborate the stories. And then you get somebody like Jaguar Wright on, who is quick to kick anybody's back and has a story for anybody and anybody, everybody and anybody. Jaguar Wright went on there, and I'm going to sound like a whole venture when I say this, but I don't care. She went on there, and the first thing she talked about is they got Jeffrey Epstein, they got Bill Cosby, they got Diddy, but you know who they didn't get? Jay-Z and Beyonce. Like,
Man.
what does Jay-Z and Beyonce have to do with Diddy being a nasty perverted motherfucker? Like, and then she said, she said she got up to 8 victims that's willing to testify against Jay-Z and Beyonce. Why are you on TV? Go to the cops.
Yeah, sure she does. Okay.
Like, at this point, go to the police. This is the same thing I'm gonna say. The same thing I'm saying about this. The same thing I said about the Drake and Kendrick thing. If Kendrick was really beating his wife and Drake is really a pedophile, go to the cops. I don't want to hear this shit no more. Go to the fucking cops. But Jaguar Wright has no proof of anything. She's full of shit. We all know this, right?
Yep. She said what? She said they had something to do with Aaliyah.
She said Jay-Z and somebody else. Look at who she said. Oh, Jay-Z and Beyonce had something to do with Aaliyah. Aaliyah died before Jay-Z and Beyonce even started dating.
Beyonce was what, 18?
Yeah, like 18, 19 when Aaliyah died. And now we're not making fun of Aaliyah's death. I don't want people to think that. This is me being serious for a second. We're not making fun of Aaliyah's death. But if you just look at Jaguar Wright's track record, she's been wrong on almost everything. She said Joe Budden was getting butt fucked by Diddy. That turned out to be a lie. She said that Aaliyah was fucking Jay-Z and then got past to Dame Dash. With that, we found out that was a lie. Because if I'm not mistaken, Dame Dash was dating Aaliyah around the time she died, right?
I think so.
Right? I think that was the situation. I know Dame Dash and Aaliyah dated. I don't really care about the celebrity dating pool really much. But yeah, but anyways. The other reason I want to just pass off Jaguar Wright, also Piers Morgan, man, I think major news outlets need to do better vetting hip hop. Like anybody that comes on to talk about hip hop, whether it be about Diddy, whether it be about Jay-Z, whether it be about Chingy. I don't give a fuck who it is. Just if you're a major media outlet, do a better job vetting your guests.
They only do that when it puts hip hop in a good light.
But they won't do it though.
I'm saying that they would though. They'll prevent from those people even being on the show.
But did you see her appearance on Star? I don't know if you remember Star and Buckwild back in the day on Hot 97.
No,
I grew up on him. So Star is a radio host, legendary hip hop radio host, and he has his own like online, I should say, online radio show, podcast show.
Yeah,
more so. And Jaguar Wright actually called into the show.
Okay,
she calls in. What's funny is that Star, obviously the person just called in like a regular radio show, so he couldn't vet her to make sure it's Jaguar, and then to verify that it's her, she sings "Heart of the City" from Jay-Z before she gets ready to kick Jay-Z's back in, which is hilarious to me, number one. Number two, after he vets her, Jaguar Wright goes on a tangent. He starts cursing him out. But before she starts cursing him out, she goes, Star, what's going on with Buck Wild? Buck Wild was Star's co-host, also his little brother, right? Okay. She goes, oh, I love Buck Wild, man. That's somebody I go way back with, and I love that man. He always does great things. He always done right by me, right? Then things for some reason took a left turn because Jaguar Wright is a polarizing figure. Star is a polarizing figure. And those immovable object meets unstoppable force in that situation. And they go back and forth with the cursing, bitch, you ugly, nigga, you ain't shit, da 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 da. And this is where Jaguar Wright, to me, anybody who listens to her loses all credibility. Remember I said that she said Buck Wild is one of her good friends. She goes way back with him, right?
Okay.
She said, that's why I know Buck is fucking a 14-year-old and he gonna go to jail. Let your little brother know he going to jail.
What the hell?
Did you just say that nigga's a good friend of yours? Did you say you and him go way back? Did you say you love him?
She got issues.
Something's wrong with that woman, bro. Like, legit, something's wrong with that woman.
And they keep giving her a microphone.
They keep giving her a microphone because people are getting views.
Is she worse than Charleston White?
Oh, yeah, 10 times worse. I would love to see her and Charleston White sit down and have a conversation, though. That'd be kind of hilarious. Don't get me wrong, that'd be pretty hilarious to me. But nah, this Jaguar Wright, man, I'm mad I even had to talk about it, but it's just a polarizing topic. Especially if you look on social media, people couldn't wait to find a reason to shit on Jay-Z, Beyonce, and, you know, I get it. We want to get rid of a lot of these big Hollywood figures. I understand that completely. Trust me, I'm for it. I was the first one trying to kick Harvey Weinstein's back in the day, well, a couple of years ago when the Me Too movement was going on. I was happy about that shit. But this just seems an ill-informed attempt to take somebody like Jay-Z down. And it's not just her. Like, if you go on social media, like, everyone's doing it, bro. It's pretty sad. And it makes me think, like, all the time, you know when people say, like, oh, sometimes people don't got nothing better to do, they want to tear other people down. And I get that. Now, that's not for me to say, like, that's not for me to say that, like, Jay-Z doesn't deserve to be turned down or whatever the case is. I don't know Jay-Z's personal life. I don't know Beyonce's personal life. All I know is what they present to us as the consumer, as the fans, as the people who live their day-to-day lives. I don't really care about what happens in their personal life for the moment. But if they did commit these crimes, they deserve to go to jail. They deserve to be under the jail. But it's the fact of every time she pops up, you could bring up any celebrity's name and she has a story about them. Even if she says, oh, I haven't met them, but I know this about them. Like, you're killing your credibility every second we put a camera or a microphone in front of you. So for Jaguar Wright, Diddy, and all y'all, man, it's just, I'm so drained over the Diddy thing already, bro. Pause. But it's mentally draining. Like, every day there's some other story, and it's just like, how many people knew about this and let this shit rock, bro? I know that the hole gets deeper and deeper on this, but it sucks, bro. It sucks that
you didn't say pause this time.
I was trying to be serious that one time.
Oh.
But, you know, it's just people being freaking, having their freak offs, and people don't know how to keep it in their pants, Phil. You know what I'm saying?
I think prostitution should be legal. That's my hot take for the day.
I don't think that's a hot take. I agree with you.
Yeah, a lot of the world's problems will be solved with a hand job.
This is true. This is true. But not a sanitized hand job, like not a hand sanitized hand job, like a wash my hands for 30 seconds hand job. Like, really get the under the nails before you put your hand on my on my area. I'll make sure you ain't got no chlamydia under your fingernails, baby girl.
Ooh.
The chlamydia on the fingers will catch you.
Ooh, God.
You gotta learn how to keep it in your pants. Speaking of keeping it in your pants, let's talk about Offset and Cardi B.
Perfect. You deserve one of these.
Appreciate it. So the reason why I'm bringing up Offset and Cardi B, if you've been living under the rock, we all know Cardi B, Offset. Anytime they have a emotional breakup or a volatile breakup, it's all over social media. I want to say this. Cardi B and Offset been going back and forth about their breakup. Offset hopped on Cardi B's live while Cardi B was pretty much kicking Offset's back in, and he said, "Oh, why don't you tell the people the truth? You was fucking while you were pregnant." I think Cardi B had the top 10 response of all time with the "and did" tweet. I think it was hilarious. However, let me say this. Let me be misogynistic for a moment.
Uh-oh.
Just for a moment, and I'm gonna get back to my regular programming. For the women that was celebrating Cardi B for fucking while pregnant with another man's baby, for allegedly fucking another man while pregnant with Offset's baby, you guys are quite literally whores. And if you're not whores, you're whore apologists, I should say. you're nasty. You're just straight up sick and nasty. Anyways. But anyways, Phil, do you know how long Cardi B and Offset been together?
7 years, right?
About 7, 8 years, right?
Yeah.
This is not the first time we heard about Cardi B going off about Offset cheating on her with another bitch, right?
No, this is what time and time again.
So I learned something a long time ago in my dating life is whatever you excuse in the beginning, they will expect you to accept throughout the relationship. You need to understand that now. That goes for men, women, and whoever you identify, whatever you identify in between. Whatever you allow in the beginning of your relationship, they're going to expect you to accept it throughout the relationship. Just because a person might be like, yo, I'm going to change, I'm going to do better, blah, 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 blah. 9 times out of 10, they don't. People are just stuck in their ways. People are people. In this dating world and dating realm and society that we live in right now, people are selfish. No one cares about the next man or the next person next to them. So you need to be ready to be used to that or get ready to be comfortable with that. So for Cardi B, I want to say, and for Offset, I want to say, first of all, stop texting girls like, yo, can I jerk off with you on the phone? Let's get that out the way. Granted, I'll give him a pass on that actually, because at the end of the day, that's still technically his wife for the time being. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we all texted our girls something a little freaky deaky. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
In the middle of an argument, though.
Nah, I remember. Actually, no, definitely not.
Like, I hate your guts. Can I jerk off right now with you on the phone?
I would say something corny like, I hate your guts. Let me come beat him up. Hey-o. I'm a piece of shit. Anyways.
I think we already knew that, though.
Oh, don't do that. Are you dropping the fun flex bombs, huh?
Is that is? Oh.
That's the flex bombs, bro? That's crazy.
Well, here.
What the fuck is this, Joe Button podcast?
Fine.
That's Melissa Ford's pussy dust. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, I'm done with this topic. He just killed the Cardi B Offset. Next topic. The next topic we're gonna talk about. It's time to kick somebody's back in. Let's talk about the Fresh and Fit podcast. So if you don't know who the Fresh and Fit podcast guys are, it is Myron and
Fresh.
That's the dude's name?
Yeah.
Really? His name is really Fresh?
I don't know. That's what he goes by.
I thought his name was Fit.
No. Oh, it's Fit? No.
No. Oh, no, you're right. Myron is Fit and the black guy is Fresh, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think they're both black. But anyways.
Wait, you sure?
Okay, black and beige.
Myron's he looks like he's Middle Eastern.
He does look like Oh, you're right. He is Middle Eastern. Also, Myron, you try to change your name from your original name to fit in with black people, and you're not slick, by the way. I'm not going to say his real name. I'm not going to do that to the man, but, fuck him.
No, say it.
Honestly, I forgot his real name. I'm going to be real with you.
All right, I'll find it. Go ahead.
I forgot his real name. But the reason I want to kick these two guys back in, if you guys don't know the type or topic or category of podcast Fresh and Fit is one of the leaders. I should say, the spearheads, whatever, of the type of podcast we call the red pill type of podcast. The podcast where it's like women deserve less, women don't deserve shit. I'm the man. I make this much money. I'm a high value man because I make this much money. And the reason I don't fuck with people like that personally, I just don't fuck with people like that, whether it's in my personal life, professional life, whatever the case is. I don't fuck with men like that specifically. Is because those be the same men. If a woman curves them, they'd be the same ones being like, "Oh, were you ugly anyway?" Mm-hmm. It shows how. Oh my gosh, bro! There's the type of men that try to act like the most masculine dude that's in the room, and they be the ones looking for mommy's approval first. They're the first ones that swear that the fancy cars, the money makes them a man, but when it's time to provide for a family, if it's time to put up for a family, defend your family, they'll be the first ones running and ducking. Wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight, I should say. For Myron, the reason I brought him up, man, in the Fresh and Fit podcast, up specifically, Myron shits on black women, white women, Hispanic women, but this time I feel like he kicked it up another notch. For somebody who swears up and down that he's black, right? He couldn't wait to kick a black person's back in.
Can I catch you off with his real name?
What's his real name?
Amru Fudul.
Jesus Christ.
Amru Fudul.
Oh, yeah. See what I'm saying? he literally changed his name to was Myron Gaines, all right?
Yeah, Myron Gaines. So Amru Fudul.
To pass off as a black man. You're not a black dude. You're dark skinned. Don't get me wrong, but you're not a black man. Stop it. But the reason I'm bringing these guys up, especially him, is because he went on his podcast and for some reason just randomly went on a rant about black people and reparations.
What?
When he went on this rant, he said, fuck black people. Let me not misquote him. I'm going to paraphrase it. He said, fuck black people. Oh, the reason you want reparations is because you want to go out and buy some fucking Jordans.
What?
So let me get this right. The same podcast that says they want to push black men forward, turn around and shit it on black men, turns around and shits on black women. It's because that black woman specifically may have an OnlyFans page. Turns around and shits on women in general when they claim they love women. And it's very hypocritical, don't you think?
Absolutely.
But I get it. They get views. Like they do well on streaming. They don't do well on YouTube anymore because they got demonetized for their rhetoric that they try to spew every time. And they still have what is like I think 1.5 million followers over the bullshit that they do, that they consistently do. They bring women on there just to shit on them, get a rise out of them, get a viral clip, and then turn around and talk about how that woman that they pissed off, calling her out her name, ain't shit. I think that's the corniest shit to do, bro. Like that's not man shit to do. I'm sorry. Like, I don't care how much money you make. I don't care what walk of life you come from as a man. That's not man shit to do. Phil, you could chime in if you want to.
The thing though about this show is that they only bring women on the show that they know that they can talk shit to.
This is true. This is
very
very true.
If they bring an educated or articulate person on the show, they're not going to stand a chance. So they don't even bring people like that on the show.
They don't.
And honestly, dude, I think the girls that go on the show, they know. They can't be that stupid.
Here's the thing, though. It bothers me and it baffles me because it's like those same girls, they pay the girls to get on the show, by the way, to come on the show. Like, they paid them like a booking fee to come on the show first and foremost. Mm-hmm. And then every time they talk about those type of women or those women who do that for a living, like that's their occupation, whether it be OnlyFans, prostitution, what's the other word? Escorting?
Yep.
They get exposed for being on the same websites trying to book the same escorts. And then when they get exposed, like, oh, nah, I don't really want to, escort with you. Like, okay, they'll go through their manager and their booking company and get them on the show instead, just so they can still meet them and then kick their back in. So let me get this right. Some of the women that y'all bring on the show, they curved y'all, didn't give y'all no pussy. So now you want to bring them on the show and try to embarrass them to an international audience here on the metaverse or in the internetverse.
Yep, they want to build their self-esteem.
You want to build self-esteem by yourself by shitting on other people's self-esteem. That shows that you have low self-esteem.
Yep. Especially if you change your name from Amru Fudul. I need the Punjabi MC song.
Oh, shit. If you bring that up, so help me God.
I can't. It will get blocked, but
it would get blocked. But the thing about these dudes too, that shit is crazy, is the fact that like, yo, they it seems that they're just unhappy with their lives.
I'll do it with my mouth. Ding 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 ding. Never mind. Sorry.
But yeah, like I say, it just seems like these dudes are unhappy with their lives. So, when you're unhappy with your life, you end up not liking the riches.
Meet me at the good. No, I'm sorry.
And you end up piss poor morally. I fucking can't stand Phil, but that should caught me off guard. But enough of them fresh and fit dudes, bro. Let's talk about Phil. Like, how you feel about your dental oral health? Pause.
Well, to be honest with you, my oral health is very poor. I did not take care of myself when I was younger. I've had diabetes for over 20 years, so my whole mouth is fucked up.
You ever thought about going to Atlanta and get some veneers?
Absolutely, yes.
Well, man, damn, I can't. Man, I was gonna refer you to my boy Brandon, but I can't refer you to Brandon anymore because he got arrested and indicted on federal charges.
That Brandon?
That Brandon right there, Mr. Brandon.
I had an appointment for next Friday.
That man right there, Brandon Dillard himself. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, Brandon Dillard got arrested for practicing dentistry without a dentistry or medical license. As you guys know, that is a federal crime. Phil, can you roll the video real quick to show how professional Brandon was real quick, man? Because
not gonna lie, this is way better than some dentist offices now.
I said 5 in the morning.
Look at this.
I wake up to 5 for my
video.
Fear in my mind is
He's teaching people on top of it, right?
Pray to the one you're relying.
Like, he's doing his thing.
I've been
Gold chain
wondering all
with the
day.
Cuban link
Tried
on.
to be
The
fine, but I
diamonds in it.
can't be. The noise in my
He's doing his
mind
thing,
wouldn't
bro.
leave me. Try to get by, but I'm
Phil,
burning.
you and I were talking about this, man. For all this work, he could have just went to dentist school.
Especially with how much he was charging.
Yeah, Bro, he was charging people $6,800 to teach them how to be a veneer tech. For those people who don't know this out there, veneer techs are not real. Stop letting these people play in your mouth. Pause. Let me rewind.
Wait, what?
Veneer techs are not, get Diddy off the screen. Veneer techs are not real. Stop letting these people play with your oral health. Better?
Wait, what?
Take that. I can't stand you, bro. I cannot stand you, bro. But in all seriousness, y'all, these veneer techs are not real. I know people who I think they go to Puerto Rico.
Turkey, Dominican
Republic. Oh, Colombia. Colombia is the surgery capital of the world, seems like, at this point.
Now, I'm not going to lie. Let me say something. Medical tourism does exist. I did it. I had the gastric sleeve surgery. I went to Mexico and did it in 2020.
Okay.
Because the cost here is astronomical versus what it is over there. But I went to, technically they're a board certified surgeon. It was ran by the cartels. It was a risk I was willing to take because I was either going to die in, being fat or I was going to risk it in Mexico.
Well, I mean, Phil, I appreciate you saying fat, though.
What do you mean?
Are you comfortable in your own skin to call yourself fat?
Yeah.
I'm sick of people saying big bone. I've never seen a fat skeleton in my life.
No, dinosaurs are big bone.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yes, they are, actually. Believe it or not. I've been called big bone in my life, too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But nah, for Brandon, listen. The DA in Atlanta is also asking for victims. Sorry, not victims. They're asking for patients and people who were trained by Brandon to come forward. But here's the thing that throws me off. They consider the trainees of Brandon victims as well. Wouldn't that be technically co-conspirators?
Well, if they didn't know, but I mean, you can't blame ignorance, I guess, because you would do your research. But still, what crime did he actually do, man? I know you're not supposed to be practicing that stuff, but like, come on, really? He would just help people's mouths, even though the people who got the veneers, they know it ain't real. That's why it's so cheap.
I'm gonna be real with you.
So what did he do?
I think I said this before, but Atlanta's becoming the scam capital of the world. Y'all keep talking about Brooklyn and the Bronx. Atlanta's scam city down there, bro. They getting it in Atlanta. They making money. You don't think so?
But where's the scam? He just didn't have a medical license.
That's the scam.
I mean, look at this guy's teeth. Looks like a really good job. Was there a scam there?
He was practicing medicine without a medical license, Phil.
But that's how you get away with it. Veneer techs, there's no license.
Like this is not like working on a car where like, okay, I can work on a car. I'm not an automotive tech or I'm not an engineer. You know what I'm saying? Or a mechanic. This is not that. You're working in people's mouths and fucking with people's health. Phil, I heard myself again. That's like the 10th pause for this episode. Jesus Christ.
I let that one slide. I wasn't going to pull Diddy. He was creeping, but the finger was creeping. But wait.
Hey, yo. Wait.
There you go. Sorry.
Hey, yo.
Too late.
Sir.
I don't know, man. I think there's bigger problems in the world than arresting this dude for fixing people's mouths at a discount.
Fuck that. Send that nigga to jail.
Really?
Send that nigga to jail.
Well, it looks like he would have a good time, though.
Oh, hey, yo. Send him to the slammer.
He can work at the dentist's office in the jail.
He gonna be working in Bubba's mouth in the jail. That's what we know. Anyways, y'all, this has been another episode of the Series Sarcasm Podcast. Before I head out, I want to bring up our great segment of every episode, the Bro What You
bro, what you on?
So, yo, this week's Bro What You On is for none other than Ray. If you don't know who RayAsianBoy is a streamer name on Twitch. I think he's on Kick and all that stuff. Ray is, like I said, in his streamer name, tag name, which is RayAsianBoy. Ray is from the Far East. Ray has a special problem with streaming that he feels like he cannot monetize at the top dollar.
He has a special what?
He has a special issue.
You said problem?
Like problem.
Problem.
That's racist. But he has a special problem as he feels like he can't fully monetize in the streaming realm. Sorry. See, like you got me doing it. streaming realm. Phil, do you know what his problem is?
Let's see. Let him.
Let's see the video. Let's see the video.
Bro, on God, bro. Being streamer, being an Asian, being like right beside black streamer, bro, it's so hard to not to say the N-word, bro. Like, bro, imagine saying the N-word and your whole career is gone, bro. Like, it's you know how hard is that, bro? Yo, being
you can take him off the screen. Yo, listen. He's, for those who didn't hear him clearly or correctly, he said it's so hard to be an Asian streamer, besides being a black streamer, it's hard to be an Asian streamer and not say the N-word.
It's so stupid.
My man, you can't speak the English language. He worried about saying the N-word. He can't even say the English language. Am I tripping on that?
No. I think he should just say it anyway, because apparently black people give Asian people a pass anyway.
Yo, here's the thing too. He's friends with like people like I Show Speed and Kai Cenat and who's the dude that's my age who swear he's like 22? Duke Dennis. But Duke Dennis is cool people. So I got a lot of respect for that dude. But he's friends with like important black streamers like that. But yet and still, he doesn't know the nuance of not saying the N-word. For people who are not black, let me just explain it this way. Matter of fact, Phil, how about this? Phil, does your wife ever talk to her girlfriends on the phone and be like, bitch, right?
Yep.
Right? Would you call your wife a bitch?
No comment. No, of course not. She'd kill me.
So you wouldn't call your wife a bitch, right?
Hell no.
But you think it's cool that her and her friends call each other bitches, right?
Yeah, it's a term of endearment.
But you understand the reason why you want to call your wife a bitch. You understand why they call each other bitches, right?
Correct.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just explained why you shouldn't use the N-word if you're not black. It's literally that simple. Change the N-word to the word bitch and change black people to just women. And I guarantee you're going to understand the concept of not using the N-word. It's that simple. Cut and dry. So for Ray, if you genuinely feel like you can't be a successful streamer without saying the N-word, saying nigga, I'm black, I can say the word, without saying nigga, I think you shouldn't be a streamer, bro. And I think it's essential for us as black people to try to hold some things to ourselves, whether it be our culture, whether it be something as small and trivial as the N-word. It feels like now we're allowing so many people to add ingredients to our pot of gumbo to now we don't even recognize that pot of gumbo no more. And I hate to sound like I'm trying to be deep or trying to be woke right now, but it's just real shit right now. People like Ray is something that's been a recurring issue in hip hop. Phil, I spoke about this not too long ago when I talked about hip hop music, how it's changing under our eyes and people don't care. Ray is a part of the problem. Ray is a part of the big machine, kind of like how Atlantic Records just laid off almost 60% of their staff and basically absorbed other record labels to the point where now Atlantic, which is a father and son combo with Lucien Green and his son, owns almost 40% of the entire record, like music business, bro. Which is crazy. It's about to turn into a monopoly soon, bro. And Ray's a part of that. We keep allowing people into our culture, and then we get mad about it when they feel the need to disrespect our culture. Because we keep inviting them to the cookout. Stop inviting people to the cookout. I don't want green bean casserole at my cookout. Granny, Ray's Asian. I'd come pow chicken at a cookout don't sound too bad. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Asian people think they can get a pass because they serve black people.
This is true. This is very true. This is very true. But anyways, for Ray, like, bro, what you want?
I'm like, bro, what you want?
Anyways, y'all, this has been another great episode of the Serious Sarcasm Podcast. My name is Jay. Like I always tell y'all, like, comment, subscribe. We appreciate every like, comment, subscribe, so every share. From behalf of myself, the Serious Sarcasm Podcast family. Serious Sarcasm Podcast family. And for Phil, thank you guys. We'll check you guys out next time, all right? Happy birthday, Mom.